Okay, we're recording. But cut this part out, okay? Cut this part out, Greg.
Oh, don't worry. This part will not be. I promise you, this part will not be in. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Welcome to the podcast.
No, wait. Cut this part out.
No.
I want to ask you. I want to do a little cold open where I ask you what your favorite food is, and then we both say it at the same time. We both say lettuce at the same time.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Wait, you know what? That's going to be such a surprise because this part will be cut out and nobody will hear this part.
Okay.
So
ready?
I mean, it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Huh?
What did I do? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Craig Benson.
I'm Craig Benzine.
And you were listening to two guys talking about pizza. We love pizza.
No, lettuce. Lettuce, Craig.
Oh,
lettuce.
I'm sorry. I just had pizza on the brain because you just asked me what my favorite food is. And honestly, is there any food greater than pizza?
Sushi.
Well, sushi's good. Yeah, I do like sushi very much.
Yeah. Sushi is pretty darn good.
I mean,
lettuce is okay. It's fine.
Whoever said anything about lettuce? Why would you bring that up?
Well, that's the podcast.
Sure it is. Okay. All right, Craig Benzine. Comedian Craig Benzine. My shirt's all off. There we go. Now it's centered. Okay, I feel better.
2 episodes ago, if you watched this on video,
yeah,
you would have noticed that my video quality was poor because I was using a different camera because this camera stopped working, but I fixed it, Greg.
Oh my God.
But I didn't acknowledge it in the last episode, but I fixed it. Do you know how I fixed it?
Scotch tape and Hope.
Hope was involved.
Yeah.
I grabbed the cord and I jiggled it a lot.
Oh, you jiggled the cord. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I did it a lot.
Well, I mean, listen, if that's the way you do things, that's the way you do things.
Yep. Is that your catchphrase?
I want to point out I have a lot to add to this podcast. I have a lot of insightful insights to add.
Yeah.
Mouth's not working as well this morning. My mouth's not working as well this morning.
Oh, your mouth?
Yeah, my mouth.
You want to try some mouth exercises?
My face mouth. Yeah, let's do some face mouth exercises.
Okay.
Peanuts and peanuts. Peanuts and peanuts.
Peanuts?
Peanuts and peanuts.
I've never heard this one.
I wish I had a dime for every dime I had. I'd have 6 dimes. I wish I had a dime for every dime I had.
Wait, does that mean you have 3 dimes right now?
I have 3 dimes right now, and if I had another one for everyone that I had, then I would have 6. You're good at math.
But then you would have to have 6 more because you had 6, and then you would have to have 12 more.
Hang on, I'm not done doing my face mouth exercises.
Okay.
Bend over, Mr. President. Bend over, Mr. President.
I've never heard that exercise. How does that? Is that because there's a certain amount of consonants in there that like really help?
There are just certain things. Like you're not a professional actor, but there are certain things that professional actors do when they are warming up before they go out on stage or before they perform in a television show such as Breaking Bad.
Okay, that is a television show. Yes.
Yeah. So when actors perform in a television show like Breaking Bad, they often do these.
Is Breaking Bad a sponsor of this podcast? Why do you keep saying it like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I did not get paid anything directly just to me that I'm not willing to share with you just for mentioning Breaking Bad on AMC.
So
check it out,
bringing
folks.
Your own sponsors for your own personal gain?
No,
that's not how this works, Greg.
No,
it's not.
No, look, Craig, I said I'm not getting any extra money for mentioning Breaking Bad, available on Blu-ray with bonus features. Anyway,
Greg, you're clearly sponsored by Breaking Bad.
I'm not, I promise.
I get half of the money for that one. Sorry.
I didn't make anything. I did not mention it. This episode sponsored by Breaking Bad.
I'm hiring a lawyer.
Check them out on AMC Plus,
and maybe a private investigator to figure out how much money you got for this sponsorship.
Well, I look forward to hearing what they come up with.
Kind of weird because Breaking Bad has been off the air for a while now.
Listen,
there's Better Call Saul, which is the spinoff show.
Looking for something to do to fill your afternoons? Why not watch reruns of Breaking Bad?
Why would they not advertise Better Call Saul, the show that is the finale is coming up for?
I don't look. I don't know. Look, I just take the money and run. Not that I got any money for this, and not that I went running because with my knee I can't really run.
So why did you just say you'd take the money and run then?
Because I love that Steve Miller song, Steve Miller Band. That's a good song.
Now you're telling me Steve Miller is sponsoring this podcast too?
No. No, that's definitely not true.
Okay.
No.
But because you said that's definitely not true, that kind of implies that the other thing was not true.
Okay. All right. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did get $20 for mentioning Breaking Bad.
$20.
I got $20. If you really want, I'll send you $10. But I mean, you didn't make the deal, so I don't really understand what I bypassed our agent so that way I wouldn't lose money on this for the first time.
Yeah, but then you also bypassed me so you wouldn't share it.
Now I feel
and
like
also $20. I feel like it was more than that. I feel like it was more than $20.
Okay, all right. Let's move on. Listen, we have some things to talk about since this is a podcast about lettuce. I don't know if you know this, but people can leave us reviews over at Apple Podcasts, and I'm about to read some of those reviews to you guys right now.
Okay.
And I'm really excited because we've gotten a lot of reviews, and I must say they're almost all 5-star reviews.
Wow.
I mean,
there's some that aren't.
It's as if we've done remarkable work. Well, yeah, apparently Rutherford Dip left us a 4-star review, but then says 5 stars within the review because I think I told them what to say, and they just they put it in there.
Okay. Did you tell them to give 4 stars?
Well, no. I said that Rutherford Dip is going to leave a review which says these guys say funny things and occasionally say not funny things. 5 stars ! And that's exactly what they wrote out. But then they gave us 4 stars.
That's very funny actually.
It is quite funny. C. Herms says, you won't regret it. Podcast is best enjoyed whilst eating salad. I love when people use the word whilst when they do reviews.
Yeah, or in general, because there is no actual reason to ever use whilst.
Well, you might use it whilst. Okay. Okay. Froggy Villius says, does what it says on the label. There are 2 guys, and they indeed do talk about lettuce, along with many other things. So
I believe we read that one already.
Okay, how about this one? How about Statue of Divio says, it's a podcast. My new favorite podcast makes me want to go buy a head of lettuce.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I hope we're increasing lettuce sales, by the way. I keep looking up. This is a bad time to do a lettuce podcast, Greg, because I keep looking up lettuce news to talk about.
Yeah.
All I get is bad news about the economy.
No.
Yeah. Greg. So then what I do is I type in lettuce crime, and then I look see if I can get more interesting things.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one who Googles lettuce crime. That's like a very common thing to Google.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people Google lettuce crime nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I also, that ends up being kind of disappointing in bad. So I don't, guys, I regret that we made a podcast about lettuce.
Well, you shouldn't, because listen to these reviews. Teehee Tummy Tums says, between you and me, let us just say each episode keeps getting better and better. The 2 guys talking about lettuce podcast remains to be a must listen for me and is played heavily in my podcast feed rotation each week. My only advice. You're reading that as if you were anticipating more lettuce puns, but they weren't having it. My only advice needs more eagle punching. So we got that.
You were expecting a pun there too, but eagle punching is something that Wheezy Waiter does on his YouTube channel.
Never heard of him.
Okay. We talked earlier about how you appeared on that channel in a previous episode.
I don't remember that. Must be one of those older channels. You know, listen, after they get older, I don't watch those anymore. Just watch the new channels.
Just how do you I mean, how do you like search for new channels? Like,
you just type in new channels on YouTube, and it brings up all the new channels. And you're like, really? Oh, I'll watch these. I like them when they're fresh, like wine. I really like fresh wine.
Channels right now.
Yeah, type it in, new channels. Meanwhile, I'm going to read my favorite review, and there are 3 newer reviews, but I'm going to stop now because if I read all the reviews right now, we won't have any to read on the next podcast.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
But a couple of weeks ago, Ick the Troll King left this amazing review. Never before, in the course of human events, has a collection of vowels and consonants been so artfully combined into conversations poised to change the world as we know it. Greg Benson leads the talking like that one wheel on your shopping cart that just wiggles all over the place while the other wheels struggle to contain its chaos. Craig Benzine skillfully fends off the many, 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 many changes in direction like a lone sailor piloting a wee boat in colliding squalls. All of this lovingly wrapped in leaves of fresh lettuce for those keen on dropping a few calories or those who simply have a seething hatred for sesame seed buns. Those who do not lend an ear to this celestial event are unknowingly dooming themselves to the putrid cesspit of mediocrity. Ignore at your own peril. 5 stars. I gotta say,
wow. I'm going to review that review, and that is I give that review 5 stars.
Can you go ahead and if you were to write a review for that, not just rate it 5 stars, but to write a review of that review, what would you say?
Okay, I would sit down at my keyboard, take a deep breath, and I'd type out 5 stars. That's how I would review that.
Wow. Yeah. You really summed that up. That was
a great review, Greg. I feel like it described my plight whenever we sit down to record very well. I
love the comparison of the loose wheel, on the shopping cart.
Metaphorically speaking, is real good. Yeah.
You know what's weird though, when you think about it though, if I'm the shaky loose wheel on the shopping cart, nobody likes getting a cart with that loose wheel. Nobody likes. So, are you going to replace me with a good wheel?
No, nobody likes it, but it is noteworthy.
Okay.
So, when you get the cart with the loose wheel, then you have something to talk about later to somebody. So I got this loose wheel, and then you remember it. So
you're saying that I'm unlikable but noteworthy,
memorable.
Yeah. I'm unlikable but memorable. Okay, that's fine.
Unlikable but noteworthy, I guess, is probably. Yeah. Memorable. Yeah, memorable.
I think unlikable but noteworthy is what I want on my tombstone.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I typed in new channels, Greg.
Yeah, and you got all the new channels, didn't you?
Well, I got someone pointing out new mistakes new channels make on YouTube.
Oh.
And I got Fox News channel came up.
Yeah.
So
you better start watching that. Put that on every day.
It's not a new channel.
Leave it on all day.
It's not a new channel.
By the way, I have an aunt who puts on Fox News in the morning and leaves it on all day. And I stopped talking to her years ago.
Great.
Yeah.
I support that. I would not. That's not a good way to find new channels, Greg. So maybe you should try. I don't know, have an open mind about the types of channels you watch. It doesn't have to just be new channels. New does not necessarily mean good.
Yeah, new means better. You're right. New doesn't mean good. It means better. Better than old channels. You're right.
No.
Last thing I want is to watch a bunch of old channels.
Okay. I mean, I have a channel that's very old. And
I tell you something. The only thing that I watch
right now,
the only thing I watch that's a little older is Breaking Bad on AMC Plus. Stream it whenever you like on AMC Plus. Breaking Bad.
Okay, Greg. But listen, you appeared a long time ago on my channel.
I did.
I couldn't remember what, but someone pointed it out to me. Someone named Cora Herman pointed it out to me.
Oh, nice. I've appeared more than once on your channel. It's been at least twice, at least in two of your videos.
This is the first one, I think. The first time.
I don't think. No, actually, I know it isn't because that one was shot at a little gastropub near my current house, but we shot something by my backyard gate at the last house.
No. This was not shot near your house. This was shot in Chicago near O'Hare.
That's right. We shot that. That was the first thing we shot.
Did you live at O'Hare?
I'm wrong about what I had just said a minute ago, and I would like to apologize to all of the listeners. I made a mistake, and but I do remember that you and I did shoot something in the gastropub near my house. But maybe
we did.
I wasn't
That was much later. That was much later.
So this is something
that was a different channel.
I didn't remember this video that you sent me. I didn't remember it.
Yes.
What's the name of it so that people can look it up on
That's what I was about to say, but you kept interrupting.
Yeah. If they go over to Yahoo Video and type in Breaking Bad, they're gonna find it.
It's called High Tech Lifestyle. And
High Tech Lifestyle. Look for that at yahoovideo.com.
It's just at the end of the video. I think you were in town and like we should collab, and you had like an hour because you had a layover at O'Hare or something. So I shoehorned you in at the end of a video. And I made you eat bird poop. And it was a good time.
And I shoehorned you into my video at the same time. We both appeared in each other's videos.
That's right. We did. I don't remember what I did for your video. I think you interviewed me or something.
I just remember we shot it in the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. All good things happen on video in parking lots.
Oh, my God. I've always said that.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
You do say that a lot, but there is another time you appeared at the end of a video. And it was we went to the park near your. We went to a park in L.A.
Oh yeah,
I
remember it was E.T. Park where they shot the TV show E.T., the famous TV show.
Yeah, and that was a more recent appearance.
Where they shot the famous TV show E.T. So you're supposed to correct things. That's how it works here. I say things that are not correct. You correct them, and then we argue about what's correct.
Greg?
Yeah.
E.T. is a movie. It's not a TV show.
Okay.
Great. Okay, in other news, I saw a tweet from a friend of mine that I'm going to read to you right now.
Good.
Hey, guys. I know I haven't tweeted in a while, but this is important. This morning, I forgot to take my phone with me to the bathroom, and the whole time I was pooping, all I could do was look around the bathroom and think about things. It was horrible.
And I don't see why someone would feel the need to tweet that. That's just a waste. That's a waste of tweets. You're wasting all that tweet energy.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but it was my friend Greg Benson who tweeted that. And
that's weird. That sounds like my name. It's very strange.
Yeah, it is you. It is your name, and it was your Twitter account, Mediocre Films.
I stopped paying much attention to Twitter several weeks ago after a horrible tragedy that happened in this country that we won't talk about on a comedy podcast. But it just got to be too much for me, and so I was like, I just don't want to pay any attention to Twitter. And I've only popped on there very briefly just to let people know when we're going live with our live streams, like when you were on Bad Movies Live this past weekend. Yeah,
but you also tweeted about pooping. It was today, actually.
Yeah, I did do that. I will admit that I did that because it was true. I did poop, and by the way, it was a terrific poop. Do you ever have a poop that's so good that later in the day you think about it and you think, man,
talk about it?
Man, that was so good.
Yeah,
that really was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I have a real good one, it's probably there's a shelf life for how long I think about it. Like it's probably maybe like, a half hour.
Oh, for me it's like a couple weeks. I think I got a week ago Thursday. Man, that was a good one.
Wow.
It was a week ago Thursday at 9:11 in the morning. I don't know why I said 9:11. Why I would bring up 9:11?
No, I don't know either.
That's the name of this podcast, by the way, 9:11.
No.
This is going to be the 9/11 episode.
That seems distracting.
But it's not going to be. It's not going to be 9/11. It's going to be 9:11.
Okay, so it's like that's the time that we upload it, or
it's the time that I pooped a week ago Thursday.
Okay, so we're going to rename the podcast. We're going to have to do a lot of rebranding.
No, just the episode. It's the episode title. Every episode has to have a title.
Okay. All right. So this is 9:11. All right.
By the way, when you and I
9:11, never forget.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I don't think that should be the name of the podcast.
I don't think so.
No.
When you and I did that live episode this past Friday, for those of you who haven't caught up yet and are listening to these episodes out of order, congratulations on your method. But when you and I did that live episode at the end of the Bad Movies Live Twitch stream, by the way, I don't know if I've ever had as much fun on a Twitch stream as I did with you this past Friday. We went for like 3 hours, and I just didn't want it to be over. I laughed so much. I had a great time. But I came up with a perfect name for the live episode, and I decided to call it the live episode.
That's very boring. That's just very boring.
Okay, but it really does kind of sum up how the episode was recorded.
Yeah, it does. But that's like how like any live episode is recorded of anything.
Yeah, but this is our first live episode, and it might be our last, so I didn't just want to say the first live episode because that would insinuate that there would be more of them.
Yeah, but what if there is another one then?
I have no control over whether there is or is not. I don't.
Yeah, but then what would we name the next one? Because if we say the live episode, people will be like, "Great, no single other one will ever be live," and then they'll listen to the next live one and they'll be like, "Well, this one isn't live because."
Okay, I know. All right, so when bands do their farewell tour. And then they're all done. They're like, this is our farewell tour. Bye-bye. Last time we're going to tour. And then like 3 years later, they get back together to tour again. And then they call it the reunion tour. So we call it
the
another
reunion?
live episode.
Oh, so the example you gave before that had nothing to do with what you were going to say.
It really didn't. I didn't really plan for that. But it just, it didn't really have anything to do with the title that I came up with. I just think we'll call it another live episode.
All right. You know what? I actually like it now. I've come around.
Okay.
I've come around.
It's because of the whole reunion tour thing, right?
Well, it's mostly because I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But you know what I do want to talk about? I want to talk about the exclusive Patreon-only bonus talking section, which begins right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
And that's the end of the bonus talking portion. Patreon only. Listen, it ended with me making Craig feel terrible. And for any of you who are not on Patreon, I'm sorry that you missed it. It was very special.
I mean, if you're someone who's like, man, I wish that Craig guy would stop with his positivity all the time. He gets on my nerves. There's got to be something wrong. He's got to be mad about something. Something make him sad. Somebody.
Yeah, then for $3 a month, for only $3 a month, not even per episode, you guys can actually hear how I made Craig sad.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I'm so glad to be doing this with you, Greg. I'm so glad.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that since the last episode aired that anybody went out and adopted a dog and named it Barky Bakakamoose?
No. I don't think anyone did that.
I really hope that they did. Or maybe it's Barky Barkakamoose. I think this is how, because that way you get bark in there twice.
Because I brought up the show Perfect Strangers to you, and
I don't think so.
Yeah, and you claim that you haven't seen it.
I'm
still not sure if you're lying to me or not.
No, I have not seen it. But a wise philosopher once said, "Nobody's perfect, not even a perfect stranger." And that wise philosopher was Chrissie Hynde.
Who?
The lead singer of the Pretenders.
No one's perfect except a perfect stranger?
No, nobody's perfect, not even a perfect stranger.
Not even a perfect stranger.
Yeah, which is very wise.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I said Chrissie Hynde and you said who? Like you've never heard of the Pretenders.
I've heard of the Pretenders. I just didn't know Chrissie Hynde. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. Look, we have a podcast, and you need to be prepared, or else you're going to look like an idiot. So you need to like anticipate the things we're going to be talking about, and if you're not prepared, look where we're getting now we're talking about this.
Greg,
are you Googling Chrissy Hind right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have more Twitter followers than she does. So
what? I have more Twitter followers than Chrissy Hind? That can't be true.
Yes. Actually, I don't know how many Twitter followers you have.
I don't. I do not have very many Twitter followers.
Oh, no, you don't have more than she does.
No, I really don't. I really do not have very many. You know why? Because I've only been on Twitter for like 15 years, and it takes time. It takes time to build them up. I will tell you this about Twitter. At one point, I had probably 30% more Twitter followers.
Yeah.
And then I started tweeting political things.
Yeah. Luckily, I've been tweeting political things since the beginning, so I never really had to lose any.
Yeah. And then a large portion of my Twitter followers went, well, I'm an idiot, so I'll unfollow you. That's basically why they unfollowed. Let's not talk about politics.
Okay, let's not.
It's a good way to divide your audience.
It really is.
Let's talk about barbecue. When's the last time you've had good barbecue?
Well, there's a decent barbecue place here in Wisconsin, but it does not compare to Austin, Texas.
Oh my gosh. Austin. Yeah. Austin's the best. Driving out to Driftwood, Texas to go to the Salt Lick.
I didn't do that. I didn't go to Driftwood, Texas.
Oh man. I cannot believe you didn't do that. Honestly, I'm offended that you didn't do that.
Did you ever had Terry Black's? That was really good barbecue.
Actually, I didn't. Are you offended that I didn't do that now?
Not really, because I'm not a bad person.
Oh my God! So you're saying I'm a bad person because I'm offended?
Well, offended about food.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you. I got some conversation starters here, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
What are the three greatest things?
I would have to say movies. I love movies, like good movies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And probably
5, 4,
love.
3. Okay, good.
Love.
Love is good. 5, 4, 3, 2,
relaxation.
1. Relaxation. Sure.
Yeah. Greg, what are the three best things?
The same ones that you just said. Absolutely.
No. Come on.
What did you say? What did you say? Barbecue.
What are the three best things other than what I just said?
Okay, barbecue, barkakamoose, and my finger. This finger right here.
Okay, so that was the least amount of trying I've ever seen. You just named two of the recent things we talked about, and then the thing you were doing in that moment.
I was naming them while touching all three fingers, and then the third one was the other finger that I was touching right there.
Yeah. You were just saying a thing you were doing.
Do you want me to name
then.
two more things that are the best things? This finger and this finger. This is a thumb, though. A thumb is not really a finger.
This is why Chrissy Hind has more Twitter followers.
I guess so. So. Chrissy Hind. Oh, man.
By the way, I have been thinking about her for like 3 minutes now.
Let me tell you something about Chrissy Hind. She's like 106 years old now, and she's still rock. No, she's like 106, and she still rocks. The Pretenders released a new album like 2 years ago, and it rocks. It's really good.
They released an album 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's called like Hate for Sale, something like that.
Cool.
And it's it's
Would you
really
ever buy
good.
Hate? Would you buy it?
No. I just stream it. They should have said Hate for streaming.
Yeah.
Because I stream it. You know, now that you can
I might torrent it.
Oh, you could do that. That's fully legal. Yeah. No musician is going to mind if you steal a torrent of their music. Nobody's going to mind that.
Yeah. No, I was just talking about Hate in general.
Oh, I understand. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about streaming music. Now that you can stream just about anything, is there really any reason to own anything at all ever again?
No. I don't have any DVDs, any VHS tapes that I used to have. I don't have.
What did you do with it? Did you donate all the stuff? Did you sell it? What'd you do with it?
I don't remember. Probably donated a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because that makes me sound better if I say that.
Yeah, absolutely. I donated blood to the used DVD store, and they were very confused.
Yeah, that's because you don't do that. That's not you're not.
But I got a lot of credit to buy more DVDs
because of the donating of blood.
Yeah, they were like. By the way, what blood type are you? We never talk about that.
I don't. We don't ever talk about. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
All right. Well, listen. By the next episode, please get your blood typed and let me know what blood type you are. I'll just tell you right now, I'm B negative, and I hate to be negative, but I'm gonna kill myself. No, I won't.
Yeah.
But no, but that is my blood type. It is. My mom told me that she thought I was AB negative. Turns out she was lying to me.
Wow. See, this is why we shouldn't worry about blood types. It tears apart families.
Yeah, no, I have not spoken to her since she incorrectly told me my blood type.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's harsh, Greg. That's
well, listen, you gives what you takes.
You should talk to your mother. That's not a reason to stop talking to
the
your mother.
old expression, you gives what you takes.
I don't want to get involved in someone else's family and their decision making, but I will tell you objectively that is not a reason to stop talking to your mother.
I don't know, man.
That was a bad choice, and that reflects badly on you.
She also strangled my dog to death.
Okay, see, you did not say that part of it. That was that a reason you stopped talking to her?
Well, while she was telling me my blood type, she was in the midst of wait, what's the word that we don't whilst she was telling me my blood type, she was in the midst. I'm using whilst and midst in the same sentence.
Wow.
I want you to know.
Yeah.
Of strangling my dog to death. And I'm not even making this up. This is absolutely 100% true.
No, it is not true.
It is not true.
No.
It is absolutely not true.
But if it were, well, now I can stop talking because I know it's not true.
Yeah, it was a cat. To be honest with you, it was a cat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but is that the reason then you stopped talking to her?
No, it's the blood type thing. I don't care for cats.
I think you're confused. I think you're confusing your memories and your justifications for things. I think you actually stopped talking to her because she strangled your cat. And you're blocking that bit because it's so traumatic. So,
if I can be honest with you, I'm allergic to cats. So,
me too.
I did not mind.
Well, yeah, I'm currently, as we're talking, I don't mind either. But if I saw my own mother do it,
if you saw your own mother strangling a cat, you would stop talking to her.
Well, I feel like it would have to be a culmination of things, and I'm assuming that this is a culmination. If your mother is someone who strangles a cat in front of you while talking about your blood type, I assume there's probably other things going on.
I just want to remind all of our listeners, this is a podcast about lettuce. We're talking about our mother strangling a cat while telling us the incorrect blood type. Oh, good.
Thank you for reminding me this is about lettuce, because I do have some lettuce news.
Oh, thank goodness.
So
it's the part we've all been waiting for.
Yeah, Inside Hook is a publication that I've never heard of, but Google gave me this article.
It sounds like a fishing publication, like a fishing magazine.
It's not, but it is near the water. This article is water related. So
great.
We're calling it. They're calling it. Okay. We're calling it. Caesar salad wraps are the best beach food.
Caesar salad wraps are the best beach food. Why is that? Because they're wet and because you get your sandy fingers on them, and then the sand sticks to the wetness of the lettuce and the Caesar dressing.
Why would that be good? I don't see why that would be good.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, that I think that a Caesar salad wrap is a lousy beach food. I think a sandwich, which you leave in the bag, and then you just poke part of the sandwich out of your little sandwich bag, and you eat it so that you're not getting sand all over your food. That's a better beach food.
I feel like the chances of getting sand all over your sandwich are the same as over a lettuce wrap.
No, because you are holding the plastic bag that holds the sandwich. You're not touching the sandwich.
You could put the salad wrap in a plastic bag as well.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that.
But listen here.
Yeah.
Now, this is in the article. Now, for those of you furiously drafting invites for me to come on your podcast and defend this take, this person feels like this is that contentious of a take. I politely, proactively decline. I've been in this industry long enough, A, to know a trap when I see one, and B, to no longer mind being called chicken shit little bitch for declining a guest appearance.
We got to get this chicken shit little bitch on our podcast.
Yeah, I think we should.
This is whoever this writer is, they are talented because that's good writing.
I mean, yeah, it's well, we don't have to call out the name of the writer, but the reason
just call them chicken shit little bitch.
Yeah.
Which was my nickname in high school.
Here's the reasons though.
Yeah.
Portability. Because other packables. Wait. What do we got? The food's tucked away in a wrap. Other packable sandwiches tend to get smashed on the journey to your afternoon's small square of sand.
Yeah, and can I tell you why that why that doesn't matter? Because when you eat things, they get smashed in your mouth and then smashed in your body.
Yeah, but Greg,
in your stomach, they're all just a mushy.
Texture matters when it comes to taste, though.
Sure. But you telling me you've never had a panini? That is literally a smashed sandwich. It is a pressed flat sandwich.
But it's also kind of toasted, so that's makes it a little better than just like smushed goop.
Damn. You know? Now I want a panini.
Yeah,
I really want a panini.
Sounds like better to me than a lettuce wrap.
That's so good. Listen, when you're going to come and visit me in like 6 weeks, I know you're coming out to LA, and when you do, you and I are going to go get a panini.
Okay, that's I guess,
and maybe take it to the beach.
What about the magic place? What's that place called?
The Magic Castle? I don't know, man.
Magic Castle.
I don't know. I've been.
What? You just said you would take me.
It's a truly amazing place, and you would love it. I've already been there.
Thanks, friend. Thank you. All right. We'll and then they give. Now let me give you the other reasons.
Yeah.
A bunch of other reasons. That's it. That's the article.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah.
Oh, I especially like the end part. A bunch of other reasons.
Yeah.
Is
that actually compelling for you?
Yeah, pretty much. So did you find that just by Googling lettuce crimes?
I think I found it just by Googling salad, actually. And then a news search.
You are so good at searching for things. I am so excited to read that story to you about 4 podcasts from now.
Yeah. Yeah, and not remember.
Yeah, have no memory whatsoever that we talked about Caesar salad wraps at the beach.
Yes. I could talk more about salad if you want, because I have another story.
Come on. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're here for. That is what we're here for. This is not the Boxcar Willie review podcast. Although I feel like Boxcar Willie's later work did not compare well to his earlier work when he had a little more energy.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually the case. I really don't. I'm not familiar with Boxcar Willie.
I'm not either. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing that his earlier work is better than his later work.
Yeah. How long was his career, Boxcar Willie?
Oh, my God. 37, 38 years.
Really?
Maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. I didn't do any research.
Okay, great.
I'm just guessing. But I'm probably right. He probably did record and perform for about 37, 38 years. That's what I guess.
Okay.
All right. Well, you tell us the lettuce news. I'm going to look up Boxcar Willie, and I'll let you know how close I was.
Okay. So from the Daily Journal, the peninsula's homepage is what they say. Yeah. I don't know which peninsula, but it's here it is. Watermelon feta salad, a new 4th of July classic. 4th of July is coming up. The celebration of our country. You want a classic? Watermelon feta salad. Greg. Watermelon. A salad.
I don't hear anything about lettuce in this, though. I hear that there's watermelon and feta. I've had that salad before, and frankly, I think it's mediocre.
You have had that salad?
I have had watermelon and feta together, and I think it's a mediocre combination, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of feta. I love cheese, not a huge fan of feta.
Well, you lost me there, because feta is great. I was trying to think of a rhyme with feta. Feta is better, I guess.
Yeah, that's the obvious one. All right, listen to this. Yeah. Boxcar Willie who died in 1999 at age 67. He was from Branson, Missouri, not to be confused with Branson, Mississippi. Born in 31, died in 99. His years of service. Oh wait, no, that's his military career. Oh, his years of service were 1949 to 1976. That's his in the United States Air Force. I was thinking that might be the years that he started performing music. No, it's not true.
Yeah. Sure.
Because that would have been 27 years. Now I'm confused.
I've never thought I have never thought about Boxcar Willie.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're furiously researching right now, Greg.
I am researching. I'm researching, and I'll tell you what. I'm just going to look at his discography.
Yeah.
And he had released albums. His first album came out in 1976, and his last album came out in 1996. So that is a solid 20 years of recording.
Yeah. Wow. And you think? Well, I'm looking at his Wikipedia page now.
Yeah,
his first album was called Boxcar Willie.
Yes. Yeah, and don't you want to hear that? Don't you want to hear the 1976 album Boxcar Willie or the 1978 album Daddy Was a Railroad Man?
Daddy Was a Railroad Man. It sounds like more of a story involved, so I feel like I'm more interested in that one.
What do you think what do you think that story is about?
Well, I think there probably involves building a railroad and a dad of some kind.
Wow. All right. So that's what you're getting from that title.
Yeah. Why? What do you think it's about?
I don't know, man. Who am I to guess? You know, to me, I'm not psychic. I can't guess these things.
But I do think you might be onto something that his later career is worse because 1996, it looks like one of his album is called Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, his last album was called Achy Breaky Heart. And here's the other thing. Here's the other way that you can tell that his career went down instead of up. He started off on some maybe respectable labels, like Column 1 and Main Street. Those are the labels he recorded. Then later he goes to Pickwick Records and K-Tel Records. Now, everybody knows that those are the budget shitty labels.
Yeah, of course. K-Tel,
and Pickwick's another one. Pickwick was a budget label that in the 60s and 70s.
I remember
music.
Yeah, I remember. I was sort of in the music scene when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and when people went to Pickwick Records, we would call it Shitwick Records. You know?
So I just want to say this, and I don't mean to offend you because I know that the new Driftless Pony Club album is coming out on Pickwick Records next February, and I know we're all excited about that.
Yeah.
But I just want to congratulate you on making that deal, by the way.
Thank you.
Your band is single-handedly responsible for bringing back Pickwick Records, and that's very impressive.
We felt like we wanted to overcome the stigma of Pickwick Records. We saw it as a good challenge.
Listen, I want to bring our conversation back to the important stuff because I know you like to promote your own band. But Boxcar Willie's legacy includes.
You brought up my band.
No, listen. I know you did. I know you brought it up, but I'm going to move past it.
No, you.
Okay, fine. All right. I'm going to give you one more minute to plug your band. Go ahead. 1 more minute. Go ahead.
I don't need to plug Driftless Pony Club, my band. Who you can get our albums on DFTBA and. Where else can you get them? Well, just Google Driftless Pony Club. You'll find a lot of things.
Just Google Driftless Pony Club, Pickwick Records. You'll find the new information about the new album coming out.
You won't find that, but yeah. Anyway, go on.
Boxcar Willie's legacy also includes being named America's favorite hobo. Now, if you charge or change battery. Now, look, if you for people who are watching the video, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If anyone knows anything about me, I am known commonly as America's favorite comedian, but I'm starting to think that I should change that and try to steal the moniker of America's favorite hobo.
I don't think people take kindly to the word hobo anymore.
Really?
Yeah. But
I think the only people you're going to offend with that word are hobos. I think that.
All right, Greg.
That's
Easy
it.
there.
All right.
But you could. What would you do to become that?
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
I want to clarify. A hobo is not a homeless person. A hobo is someone who wishes to travel the railroads with a bag tied to the end of a stick. That's what a hobo is.
Okay.
Just someone who wishes to travel the railroads with a bag tied to the end of a stick.
Okay. So now, how will you become America's favorite?
I'm gonna travel the railroads with a bag tied to the end of the stick until people go like, "Man, that's my favorite hobo right there." And enough people say that.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not a plan, really. You're not. That's a plan to become a hobo, but that's not a plan to become America's favorite hobo. Like, you have to do something to be the favorite.
Here's the deal: you do it long enough, you're gonna become America's favorite. As the wise philosopher Chrissy Hine once said, and that ties it all together. That's the end of our podcast, folks. Thank you so much for listening to two guys talking about lettuce.
The lesson here is you stick to it. You just got it. I like it, Greg. I like your lesson. I like the moral. Stick to it. Do the same thing over and over again until eventually people are forced to say that you're the best at it or you're their favorite.
Okay. Well, what you've done there is you've made the music stop, and now I have to do the ending all over again because. I mean,
I'm trying to find a moral. Like we always try to find a moral at the end of our podcast. And I was trying to find it here.
All right. And what do you think the moral is to this podcast?
That was it.
All right. Are you done? Can I go ahead and bring the podcast to a close now?
I mean, do whatever you want, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just saying that the moral is stick to it. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Eventually, someday, America will think you're the favorite.
Got it.
And I think
there's more. He's going to say more now.
Yeah. I think at times it may seem like it takes too long. I think maybe they won't think you're the favorite until after you die. Maybe it might be years after you die. Right. But don't give up.
Okay. And that is the end of this week's podcast. Thank you so much for listening to two guys talking about lettuce.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm Greg Benson.
And I'm Craig Benzine. Stick to it. Don't give up.
Now, when you say stick to it, don't give up, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you know.
Let's stop talking.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Okay,
see ya.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye. That's the end.
Later.
That's it.
We're done.
Bye-bye.
We're done. The end.
I'm going to be the last one to say anything. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah! Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.